This is a 2017 guide on how to improve brand safety online. Keeping brands from appearing against content that isn't suitable to the brand core values is everyone's responsibility, from the brand manager and their buying representative through to the online inventory supplier and everyone in between. By following this brief guide on what actions can be taken, we hope to give you an idea of what steps are necessary for ensuring that digital advertising lives up to the promise of the right ad in the right place at the right time. In the last 5 years, the rise of programmatic advertising, or the use of automation in the buying and selling of media, has given rise to the ability to single out particular audiences across a wide ecosystem of suppliers. By identifying key indicators relating to the online audience, buyers can now pick and choose who they want to speak to, regardless of what content their audience is consuming at that time. This means that the right ad can be delivered to the right person at the right time, but on rare occasions, not always against the right content. To the audience, this can cause a jarring effect and can be harmful to the brand. It is up to the brand's representative buying agent, sometimes a media agency, sometimes a direct contact, and the inventory supplier, usually a website owner or network representing a suite of sites, to agree beforehand what sources and types of inventory the brand will be displayed against. For instance, whether user-generated content is acceptable or not. The supplier should be able to provide a list of sites that the brand may appear against, or, in the case of an aggregated blind network, provide reassurances to the general quality and what processes are in place to ensure that every participant in the supply chain can adhere to this agreement, perhaps by using an accredited content verification vendor, or by using whitelists of sites they only want to appear on, or blacklists of sites they definitely don't. Multiple links in the supply chain might have overlapping mechanisms which can only strengthen the overall security of the activity. For example, there is a block list of sites that contain copyright infringing content called the Infringing Website List, or IWL, which is maintained by the City of London Police Intellectual Property Crime Unit and can be used to avoid placing ads against pirated content. Buyers should take the time to query these processes and include within the purchase agreement how to handle exceptional cases in a timely fashion. Suppliers might not be able to absolutely prevent accidental misplacement, but buyers should feel safe that once identified, suppliers will deal with the situation within a reasonable time frame, perhaps with a service level agreement on takedown requests. Suppliers should be made aware beforehand of potential contractual consequences to breaches to these agreements. The self-regulatory framework in the UK looking after the accreditation of suppliers is called the Digital Trading Standards Group, and these good practice principles have been approved by IABUK. Digital remains the smartest way to reach and wow your audience, and by following these best practices, suppliers can demonstrate that they are committed to minimising ad misplacement online.